Good afternoon, no matter where you are. Welcome to a stream on EVE Online. We are currently just about to really start the fight. The fight's kind of started probably about 2 hours ago in some ways, but we started to get on the grid about 2 hours ago. Actually 3 hours ago for some of us, and we are now actually starting into the stages where the fight is really starting to begin. There is a really heavy tie-dye today in this system. That's to do with actually slowing the game down for those that aren't familiar with EVE Online. But effectively, this is a massive battle that's likely to kick off. It just requires both sides to tango, and so far we're getting some sort of engagement, which we're now starting to move fleets around. So we potentially could be seeing a big fight kicking off, but we'll see. The main feed that you're seeing at the moment is on one of my camera feeds, which is done on a different character than my main character, so hopefully it doesn't distract you too much. Well, you won't obviously see me distracting you too much by swinging around and looking at various different other things. But if you have any questions, do feel free to ask. We expect this fight to probably go on quite a few more hours yet. Effectively, in the current tie-dye we're in at the moment, which is 10% tie-dye, to burn through the whole of the shields will probably take the best part of, I would say, 3 or 4 hours. So expect to still be here for quite a while yet. those not familiar with EVE Online, all these dots represent a player, so it gives you an idea of just how many people are participating in this actual fight. We currently have 4,389-ish, as that number keeps going up and down, people in the current local system at the moment. Most of these players, or most of those people, will be individual players. Some will be playing on more than one character, so for those that are multi-boxing, obviously I can't account for that, but generally speaking, we could probably say I would say a good 30% of people will probably be multi-boxing on more than one character, because that's the EVE Online way. Loads of people with more than one account, so we can probably say there's at least 3,000 players currently involved in this battle and in system at the moment. That number will keep growing, so we will reach a peak at some point, but it looks like that number's still growing at this stage. While we've got a lot of our people in our system from our people, I would still imagine this look like there'll be more people coming from their side, so we'll see whether or not. And when I say their side, all the people who are marked in blue are from the Imperium, and all those who are in orange are test and test allies.
4K the Atioth Keepstar fight #Goons #test BMDS commands now active in chat.
Welcome to everyone back on Twitch and Kick. And also YouTube. Obviously, YouTube don't see the outage in the same way as Kick and Up do, but for those that did get kicked and have had to rejoin, apologies for that. I had a software glitch and the casting software effectively decided to kill itself. So we're back up. The fight is ongoing. My fleet, or one of the fleets I'm in, are just moving in now to engage. So it looks like the battle is hotting up. We are in 10% die at the moment, which means, for those that aren't familiar with EVE Online, it means that the game is slowed down to 10% of the time dilation. That being 10% of real time is now exactly how this game is being played. That's in order to handle the amount of players that are in the system at this time, which currently we're at 4,300, just over. So hope you enjoy the battle. We'll see whether or not it escalates any further, but currently we have a number of fleets on the field. Some of those are battleships. So we also have capitals on the field as well, dreadnoughts, which are burning down the Keepstar, or at least burning through the shield, because this is a shield timer. Probably the last chance for the actual defenders to actually defend this Keepstar is if this does get reinforced today, then they will very unlikely try and protect this on the final timer, or if they do, they certainly won't put any fleets on the field that they won't expect to not want to lose. In other words, if they do decide to drop capitals, it's going to happen in this battle. So this battle could heavily escalate, or it could stay as it is right now, where we are having some engagement, but we're not seeing huge amounts of engagement at this stage. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask. We are having a nice chilled Sunday, at least from my point of view.
For now.
Keepstar's the object in the middle. It's this thing. Who's Keepstar? That's a first. Keepstar is the big space station in the system at the moment. It's this big thing. This is tests. Where my FC's like giving me instructions, and I'm like, well, I might not have what you're asking. It looks like we're quite stable in the system at the moment. There's 4,200 in system, almost 4,300. Out of those, there will be a number of players that will be dual boxing. Did not hear what my FP just said to me. I blocked up my first target. Might have. Let's see. One thing with battles in EVE Online, at this scale, with this many people in the system, in this time now, everything is so slow. But it gives you plenty of time to react. It's just, sometimes it can be a bit, has it actually registered what I've done? Guns actually fire today. So far they don't seem to be firing. I don't want to overclick, because you overclick it'll just take even longer, because it sends more commands to the server and it should be putting them in a queue, but so far, well, they're clearly at the bottom of the queue, or just these guns aren't freaking registered. Yes, finally I've got it. I got away. Wow. Game is going slow. Good. Now I'll target another ship. So if you're wondering what's going on at the moment, we've currently got 2 fleets engaged in a system called Atioth. Essentially, the Goon Swarm have decided to have a pot shot at a Keepstar that is owned by Test Alliance. So them and any of their allies are currently defending said Keepstar. And there is an engagement that's going on at the moment, so both fleets are engaging. Nothing looks like it's escalated at the moment. We do have caps on the field at the moment which are currently firing at the Keepstar, but that Keepstar is starting to take some damage, which we can see on this sidebar over here. We can see the actual damage is starting to come down now. We are in a very low tie-dye today, so what that actually means is it's going to take a long time to take that shield down. But generally things like this is what starts fights in EVE. The big epic battles, obviously it requires 2 to tango, and these are the 2 people on the field, or 2 sides on the field, and effectively we are engaging and we are dancing. Whether or not that fight or that dance turns into more of a bigger scrap, an epic fight, we'll get to see. But so far we do have quite a lot of people in system, to 4,200 just over. Advantage of having 2 earpods. You switch them around without losing comms. As the battery runs out. That's the only thing of wireless. I kind of got used to listening to it in that ear. That's weird. Hearing comms in a different ear.
bring it back, do it clean, clean, clean. Smoke a sack, keep a mag, sippin' lean, lean, lean. Fuck a bang, bring it back, do it clean, clean. Smoke a sack, keep a mag, sippin' lean, lean. Fuck a chill, pop a pill, make a scene, scene. Sticky racks, sunny bands off my jeans, jeans, jeans. I was chillin', walk through must get dizzy. I came from my kidneys and I'm trapping like a money. Yo, bitch with me, nah boy, she ain't missing. Hola, who you dissing? I say hola, cock my pleasy, bang, bang, bang. Bring it back, do it clean, clean, clean. Smoke a sack, keep a mag, sippin' lean, lean, lean. Fuck a chill, bring it back, do it clean, clean, clean. Smoke a sack, keep a mag, sippin' lean, lean, lean. Fuck a bang, bring it back, do it clean, clean. Smoke a sack, keep a mag, sippin' lean, lean. Fuck a chill, pop a pill, make a scene, scene. Sticky racks, sunny bands off my jeans, jeans, jeans. I was chillin', walk through must get dizzy. I came from my kidneys and I'm trapping like a money. Yo,
Not today, bro. It's a slow fight, so I decided to stay off camera today and just let everyone just watch the feed go through. We're also on a different game that I don't normally stream as well, so hence why I'm not on camera. Are you doing, Squid? Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thank you. Good. I'm just chilling out today. There's supposed to be a big battle going on in EVE Online, so I thought I'd stream it for the weekend. See what happens, whether it turns into an epic fight. It's a bit of a slow burner though, because the tie-dye in the system seems to be extremely bad and worse than normal actually. Normally it's bad, but today it's just like tie-dye on steroids. But yeah, chill it out at least. At least I don't have to worry about epic slow fight or frantic fighting. It's more like a slow burner. How's your weekend going? So this is on my other character, so it's not on my main character, because on my main character I'm trying to target ships and that, so this is just kind of like a camera view of like part of the fight that's going on, so you can zoom in and you can see different things that you can variously different see, and you can even zoom it in on a ship. I give the bigger view just so that people can see like what's going on the big whole battlefield rather than like individual fights, because it's not like say Dune Awakening or role-playing games where you actually see characters fighting. You can see like ships shooting lasers and stuff like that and ships blowing up like you can see there, but it's not quite the same. It's like it's all like you can zoom right in as well. Like, nice. Open beta Battlefield. Actually, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Oh yeah, COD. Wow, I haven't played that in a long time. I think 2000. Last time I played that would have been around 2000. I'd say 2010. Probably the last time I played that game. Or any of the COD series, in fact. $2019. Well, COD sucked like a long time ago. Well, at least I got bored of it a long time ago. So I decided to move on to other games. EVE Online's a game I've played for a long time, but it's like I joined more for the big wars that happen. And these are battleships here that are going in there. You can see the ship here has been blown up. That's a wreck. There's loads of smaller frigate ships. These are all little drones that are going around. Like you can see all this stuff, but there's just so much that goes on, and there's loads of little interfights and stuff like that. So that's kind of like normally why I show the bigger view rather than like all these little things that are going on. And obviously this is all being fought over this big Keepstar that's in the system, which the Keepstar is the station. It's the biggest player owned entity or thing that you can put in space in EVE Online. This big thing here, it's got ears. Change the angle a little bit just to see. You can see like the death timer. I call it death timer. This isn't for the kill. This is actually to shield ref this Keepstar. This is probably the most important part of, or most important fight that you'd normally see on a Keepstar. Effectively, this is the actual timer that if it's reinforced, and reinforced it is as a set, it's been reinforced once, so that's a shield armor. Well, shield here, then you've got armor, and then you've got hull or structure as it is because it's a structure. And effectively, we're now in the second timer. So the first timer has already been done. It went to a timer, came out of timer, and we're now shooting for the second timer, which is the armor timer. And then it'll be the structure timer. So generally, you'll see a fight on the first one sometimes, but you'll always see a fight on the second one if the actual defending person that owns the actual structure wants to keep it. They'll try and defend it, but they won't defend the last one, or generally they don't tend to, or at least they won't go heavily into it, where the second one potentially they could. And the reason for that being is because if the fight goes really badly, they can knock in the Keepstar, and they would then potentially be able to get those ships out still, unless the opposition decides to do like a standoff and bubble the whole station, which has happened, but it's rare. I might have just been on the wrong game and pressed the wrong button. Hopefully no one notices. Else my cameraman's just about to die. There's plenty more things going on than looking out for the odd ship that might just come out of cloak. But I have known it in the past. The orange dots and the blue dots. The orange dots are the enemies to me, at least, but they're the alliance called Test Alliance. The blue dots are those from the Imperium, which make up the Goon Swarm, which is what I'm part of. So blue for friendly, red for foe. And get my cloak back on. When it decides to register, it's off, and the timer ticks down because it'll have a cooldown timer. I love the fact that it deregisters a cloak super fast, but it doesn't register the fact. I'm trying to fire on my other account and it's not doing anything. It took me about 10 minutes before to get fire off last time I got a last lock. The timer's ticking down now. 13 seconds at all. Be more like 13 minutes. My guns are finally firing as well. Or main character. I would switch screens, but I tried doing it before and I managed to crash the streaming software a few times, just trying to get it actually back up after attempting to mess around with it on the live stream. So at the moment I can't get two games to connect to at the same time and for it to pull the feed through properly. But I will set up in future so that if I am playing more than one character, then I can switch between them. Has been something I've been thinking about doing. I just haven't got around to doing it because I've got like a ton of other things to do, and I don't really generally stream EVE Online that often, so it has to be something like this for me to be able to stream it. More for the Intel side of things because the game is highly Intel sensitive. And I would get into trouble if I just streamed any random fleet. No worries, mate. No worries. Welcome back. See that cloak goes back on now. I've got a ship about to die. See if I can find it. It's about to die. It's already died. It died before I got to see. Let's try and find it. If I can find the next ship that's about to die, I'll show you that ship. Try and find it first. This is the ship currently being targeted at the moment by the fleet that I'm in. No worries, mate. Enjoy your errands. And we'll still be here in a couple of hours anyway, because this is going to take all night probably. At least my cloak's back on. Yay. Win for me. blow up? Leave it. NR has blown up, although for some reason it's shown visually. I think that ship has blown up. About to blow up now. It should blow up now. Unfortunately, I can't show you all of these because just in case someone from the frenemy is watching the stream, I have to obviously be a bit careful how much I show. But it's a one ship, so I get to see something blow up. Bit of excitement. I'm looking at this purely because that when that ship does register to blow up, it will normally move the camera back off them because I've got this tracking at the moment. So by keeping it on this character, then hopefully these two ships stay closest together, and we'll see the ship blow up still. Blow up there. That's not the guy. Where's the guy? There it is. Should be blowing up any minute now. There you go. Here's the blow up. The structure starts to fail. And it blows up into a million squadillion bits.
Drop it again.
getting reports now, a lot of their fleets are starting to tether up, so it looks like they might start to disengage in the fight. Oh, it'll definitely be a very long battle. But it does appear the actual Test Alliance is withdrawing, or at least they are starting to tether up now on the Keepstar. So it looks like we might be coming to an end as tests do fully disengage. But it does appear at the moment their main fleet has, and some of their other fleets are starting to disengage as well. The word's coming in now that apparently tests are mass trying to de-escalate and tether onto the Keepstar. So they are definitely all trying to disengage from the fight and get to some sort of safety. So as the fight draws to an end, we'll keep covering it until the very end. But it is obviously we are still referring the actual Keepstar to put it into the hull or structure timer. So at the moment, we've got 2 fleets engaging. The fleet that I'm part of, which is the Blues. These are the Orange. Blues are Goon Swarm Imperium. Orange are Test and Company, or Friends, AK. And effectively, this Keepstar, which is in the background, which is currently paused repairing, and we're kind of burning through the armor timer. We're fighting over this effectively, and they're trying to stop us from reffing it, and we're obviously trying to ref it. Effectively, we were hoping this might escalate into a bigger battle. There were 4,000 in system at one stage, 4,400, so we are 1,000 down compared to where we started. The enemy at the moment are currently de-escalating the fight though. They are trying to tether on the Keepstar in order to save the ships that they do have remaining, so they are exiting the fight currently as we speak. So the battle is likely to come to a end very shortly. Well, I say very shortly, this is in time dilation, so Eve terms shortly is quite a while away, but we are coming towards an end for this fight as one of the obviously sides have decided to try and pull out of the fight rather than escalate it further. So effectively you can go through levels of escalation, and we dropped some capitals onto the field, which was dreadnoughts. So these are kind of like the low end of the kind of capital fleets that you can bring out, but they're very effective at shooting structures, and we were hoping maybe they might escalate and try and bring some capitals onto the fleet. They didn't escalate, they just kept it to sub-capitals, which are the smaller battleships and frigates and all the smaller things that you see on screen now, or you see at least the dots for. And we are now kind of in the stages of, because they're now de-escalating, means that the fight pretty much is over. It's just now coming to its final conclusion, which is their Keepstar is going to be reffed, and then it'll go into a timer, which will probably be 24 hours or whatever it's set to, because they get to choose where their window will be when it gets reffed, so they'll probably be setting it so that it falls favorably for them. However, they'll probably just try and make it very awkward for us to try and ref it, because they're very unlikely to properly defend it. So they'll either put a throwaway fleet on it to just have a bit of fun, or they just won't even bother turning up and we'll just get a kill, which in EVE Online you get kill mails, which is kind of like a way of recognizing a kill that you get. It's like a kill mail, and that kill mail will then, to the victors be kind of like a trophy to say that you've killed one of their structures. These actual Keepstars are actually the most expensive things in the game, or they can be among them at least. They're not necessarily the most expensive. The most expensive one would actually be a Keepstar, but not a normal Keepstar like this one. It would be a faction Keepstar. But you could argue maybe some Titans might be just as expensive, because there are very rare Titans as well. Even rarer actual competition ships and stuff like that, which are normally very valuable as well. But yeah, Keepstars are among the most expensive things in the game, and they are the biggest structure that can be put out into space, which are player owned. You normally find the big alliances are the only ones that can actually afford to have them. They are very expensive, take up a lot of spare and special resources, and in value terms they're very valuable, obviously. So you normally find, depending on the size of the alliance or coalition, etc., they may have just one or several dotted over their kind of space that they kind of occupy. Different than Dune is what I would say. Because Dune, you don't own land or anything like that. I suppose you do actually. You got the land kind of the fief and stuff, but a guild doesn't really own like a portion of, say, the map, and that's kind of like what EVE Online is about. There is a space in the middle which is completely anyone can have, and then outside of that it's different. Resetting the camera. See, they're all moving back to the station in the Keepstar. Most of these are all being in safety range of the Keepstar. These bubbles that are going up here, these also stop ships from being able to easily try and warp off, effectively get away from this fight. We want to keep them on the field. They'll probably want to get off the field. They'll probably all end up docking within the actual station, wait until the fight's over, and then leave before the next timer finishes. Because we won't be held camp in this. But we have done that in the past. There was a region not too long ago, like the end part last year, where we glassed a whole region. And within that, we also, at the very start, did a hell camp, which effectively we'd got intel that the old leader of an alliance decided to up ship and leave all their members behind, which left them in complete disarray because there was no one to take over leadership. And we effectively jumped straight onto their Keepstar, completely bubbled the whole of the Keepstar to stop any of their ships being able to leave system, including all the Titans, and Titans are the most powerful, biggest ship in the game. Leave those super capitals, like you name it. This Keepstar had all of their possessions in, with all of their line members stuff in, and we spent like days literally hell camping it to stop them from taking stuff out of their station, so that we could then blow it out with all the stuff in it. There were people that did get through, the odd people, but generally it was pretty much a successful op. And following that, we glassed a whole of the region that they used to have. They are, and still are, or were, because I'm not sure if they still exist anymore, but they were one of our biggest enemies from an old war about 4 years ago, which was called World War B. The battle is very closely over, yes. It's certainly not at the start, and it's nowhere near the middle. It's very much one side is trying to pull out and tether to the Keepstar and disengage from the fight. Waylon, did you get the friends invite that I sent you on the Harmony server? Cool, no worries. I noticed you hadn't logged in for like a few days. I think I just moved to Harmony when you logged out. You haven't logged in like for what seems like days, but probably it's only about a day or two. So we are receiving further instructions that the enemy fleets are actually disengaging and have been told to dock up as soon as they can, whilst they've also been advised to get into their expensive pods if they have any in this station. The reason for that being is if they don't do that and when the station does blow, they would lose that pod. So if they are in that pod and it's active, they will not be killed, but just means that when they log in, they'll log into space where this station was. They obviously won't do that straight away, so what they'll do is just activate the pod and wait for a time they're told it's safe to log in. Probably use another character as well, just to make sure the system's not being hell camped, etc. I don't believe this Keepstar's been up for a huge amount of time, so I wouldn't imagine they've got that much stuff in it that's hugely expensive, but there will be the odd person. When we took out the drone regions at the end part of last season, last season, that was very much different because that actual Keepstar had been down there for close to a decade. So you can imagine over 10 years or more, people would have put a lot of stuff in that system or into that Keepstar. A lot of people would have also left the game or walked away from the game a bit or taken a break from the game. There was absolutely loads of stuff in that Keepstar. So that one was a big Keepstar to take out. Where this one, less so. It will be very new in comparison. And our fleets are now repositioning. So we're just staying obviously locally in the area because we need to make sure the Keepstar is actually refed and put into structure. Once that's done, we'll be taking our fleets out, and that will be the end of today's stream once we do get to that stage. But till then, I'll keep streaming until we get to the final conclusion and it's refed. But looks like the battle's over, and it's just a case of now reffing the actual Keepstar. when I say ref, I mean reinforcement. Sorry, I'm using terms that may not be familiar to non-Eve players. Thanks, buddy. I did have a look at the alliance you joined. Well, I'll say alliance, the guild that you joined. So I'm not about to join that alliance that you've joined because it's a tradies. So I've created my own. What? So whereabouts in the Rift are you building? I can come and see it after the stream. When you say that your entire base you're rebuilding, are you moving your existing base? And why are you rebuilding it anyway? Don't you have it like in the base with like reconstruction tool? Relocation tool maybe, as it's called, whatever it's called these days. Don't know, they've changed the name twice. You're welcome, Joe. Yeah, it's not been a fight to miss, mate. To be fair, it's been quite quiet in some sense. Like they did engage, but they disengaged quite fast, and have been trying to disengage probably for the last hour, if not a bit more. But yeah, they didn't escalate or anything like that. We had a little bit of a brawl. We've had some kills. Well, you obviously still the actual Z kill and stuff, so you could see what deaths have been. But yeah, it's nothing really bigly special. Obviously, we'll get the Keepstar into ref by the looks of it. No escalations, no big battles, but still a bit of fun on a Sunday afternoon or morning, depending where you are in the world. How could you on a European server? Are you not on Harmony anymore? Actually, wait a minute. I misread that. Started a new one. Alright, okay. So you started a new one on the Harmony server. Now I understand. Sorry, I misread that. I just seen Harmony. I was like, what do you mean? So you're still playing with your friends, aren't you? That are from Thailand and that. In the Philippines. Your karaoke people. And they do they play on a European server then? Do they not on an American server? Oh well, they don't get any ping. I'd have thought they were closer to America than they are like Europe, but fair enough. I suppose it's the same landmass. Well, depends on whether they're on an island, but to be fair, I do get a weird ping though from Harmony. Like, I don't get any ping issues when I was on the other server, but since I've been on Harmony, I've had I always see like ping bounces. Like, it's good 1 minute, then it's yellow, then it's red. It's just constantly just all over the place. It's really weird. You also see like buildings phase in and phase out. Like, you're stood on it and it's suddenly you'll see parts of it. Like, you know, the player played blocks, they'll just disappear temporarily and then come back again. It's really freaky. It's like, it feels like your building's about to just disappear. Like, I've never seen that before, ever. Apart from when I first started the game and I didn't have the latest graphics driver, but... Since actually just before chapter 3 they brought out a patch. The patch I think was for the move patch just before chapter 3 came out. That week leading up to the chapter 3 release, I've seen tons of anomalies, things that were just clearly slightly broke that weren't broke at all before. It's like they've introduced these things, like that first thing, and that's introduced a load of bugs. And then they've just dropped chapter 3 as well, which has probably even compounded that and made it even worse. I know it's because when I tried to put the stream up, they must have put a patch out, because as soon as I came out, I whacked up a stream and I couldn't work out why I kept getting issues trying to put the stream up. Well, not, I kept getting like warnings from like YouTube saying that the stream upload is poor or something like that. So basically they weren't getting enough packets on the bitrate that I was trying to push up. And I'm like, well, you should do, because I've got like a ridiculous upload and download speed. But yeah, I think I didn't think until afterwards that I'd left Steam open, and because EVE Online isn't played through Steam, it just thinks no game's been played, so it would have been uploading and downloading stuff. And I think that was eating into my bandwidth, because about an hour after that I had no issues. So either it was just a funky thing on generally with YouTube, or I've got a bigger feeling it's actually when I exited or left Steam in but wasn't in any Steam game, it's thought it could go ahead and just start doing downloads and updates. And doing every day this week. Well, since that patch, they've just constantly been patching it. You want to see the size of my base now, Aiden? I've now got the Sky Airport that I originally said I was going to do, and I kind of backed out of it when I realised I couldn't quite do it the way I wanted to do it. I now made one on top of the pillar that's right next to the base. So now I've got a sky base as well, on top of all the rest of the base I've got. And I built this massive long thing to get to it, like big, like set of stairways that just go up. It's quite funky. I'll show you in a bit. Tie-dye's coming down, I think. 11%. Oh, wow. Someone in my fleet got excited saying, oh, tie-dye's come down. I was like, what? 1%? It's normally 10%. Oh, it's actually now, it's gone to 13. Oh, it's coming down. Still nothing to write home by. 13% tie-dye. For those that don't understand what tie-dye is, time dilation, which is what we refer to as time dye, is where the game slows itself down in order to allow the servers enough breathing space to process all the calculations required to run the game. So 13% dilation, or 10 is like the lowest, but the servers do actually go lower than 10%, but they only register on our clients as 10%. Today, I'm sure it did actually go down to about 0.01% tie-dye, because literally nothing did anything in any timely manner. Not that tie-dye is any very good anyway, but this time it did like over extreme tie-dye. But yeah, it is actually looks like it might be coming out of tie-dye as people in the system also drop out as well. I think we're down to 2,682 and dropping as we speak, which is another 1,000 down from the last time I said it. Yeah, exactly. 1,000. Well, was it 20 minutes ago? Felt like an hour ago. This game's like dragging on at the moment for me. The whole time feels like it's slowing down. Actually, it feels like it's faster, should I say? Oh, it does. It felt like over an hour ago since the last time I said it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was only 20 minutes ago. You can see most of their ships are now not on the grid. There's like, there are some, but not many. As they've all degressed now. Oh, they should have all degressed by now. They'll all be on tether, or they should be. Like, there might be the odd ship like that one that doesn't look like it's on tether. I should stop changing the camera angles. That actually looks like it's not on tether. Oh, it is. Okay, so that's how you know whether it's on tether, because that's actually the tether there. Tether's kind of like a leash. It's what a player will get. You kind of think of it like, in some games you'd have a shield. This is kind of like an invisible shield, and anyone within the invisible shield distance of, say, 100 kilometers, I think it is for. So 100 kilometers from the very center of this kind of Keepstar. So this Keepstar will have like a central axis, and about 100 kilometers from that central axis, it's probably a little bit less than 100 kilometers, but it's something like that. There'll be this kind of invisible area, and if you're within that invisible area, you get this tether, which basically protects you. Means you can't attack. You can attack someone else, but as soon as you go to lock or do anything to anything other than just being in space, you will lose that tether and then lose the protection of the Keepstar. So normally when you aggress someone, which means attack or target someone, you'll then have a timer, and that timer I think is about a minute or 2 minutes, and effectively that's what, when I referred to before as saying aggressed, you then have to wait out that timer before you'll be able to get that tether back, which then gives you the protection. So all of these people now should be tethered to their Keepstar, which will obviously is preventing all of our guys being able to attack. We stopped trying to do it now because all the ones that we thought we could see that weren't tethered are tethered. So all of our fleets have pretty much disengaged, apart from those that are still firing on the Keepstar, just to finish the ref off. We've been told to abandon our drones because we are that bored and we just want to get out the system. And the FC's willing to even fund the replacement bill. And the fleet that I'm in, because we were the first fleet out here to actually stop the enemy, that being Test Alliance and their friends, from stopping us come through the gate. So we came in early to protect the gate so that all our fleets could get through and have this fight. That went successfully, and we stopped them from trying to pre-form before us to stop us doing that and make it hard for us. And since then, obviously, the rest has played out. So my fleet's off home now. This actual stream though is being done off another character, so it'll still stay in stream, even though my main character and my fleet are about to depart home and exit out of the system. It was an even fight as well, so it wasn't uneven. It had the best chance of escalating, I would say, this fight. It was quite well matched. It was obviously their choice to not escalate any further, maybe because they didn't have enough of a fleet to escalate any further, who knows. But they certainly, it was quite even. They had quite equal numbers to us, and that's normally a good sign for a possible escalation. A better escalation would be that the opposing fleet have more than you, which is more often the case when Goons Swarm take on enemies. They will have like more people in their fleets, and they'll still back out of the fight. Obviously that annoys us because we're kind of like, well, we'd still go in a lot of the time even if they do, because we just want the fight. And if they do escalate, obviously, then it turns into a more fun fight. This time that didn't happen. We didn't have that more fun fight, but we did still have a bit of a fight over the Keepstar. And now we're kind of obviously withdrawing, as there's nothing really left much for us to do. We've done the main objective, well, pretty much done the main objective. And now fleets will start to move out as their turn comes to an end. Obviously those remaining will carry on doing their stuff on the Keepstar, and the enemy will do what they want to do. That's starting to exit their stuff out of this Keepstar into nearby stations, etc. But we start at 1 o'clock, so you can get an idea of how long these battles can take. I've been in battles that have taken 15 hours before, so this is by no far like the longest battle. I'd say it's a pretty normal sized and time battle really for one like this. Keepstar battles generally are heavily contested fights, unless literally you're glassing a region, at which there is then no kind of defense. But if it's just a random Keepstar, you know, normally seems some sort of fight on it. I'm seeing some random ships about here. I wonder if they are trying to either escape or have just a final hurrah and have a fight. Looks like they're engaging as well. There are some people engaging. There is still battle to be had. Looks like some zealots. They're only small little ships. They won't last very long, but there'll be a bit of a fight. As you can see, the reason why all these bubbles are going up is to stop them from being able to escape. I did wonder why all the bubbles were going up, because the bubbles are there to stop people getting out, which wouldn't happen if people are on tether anyway, so I was kind of a bit surprised to see that. But it looks like these are all on tether actually, so they weren't on tether, but now they are definitely on tether. That's all those bubbles went up. I think if they had any doubt whether or not they were going to go up, as soon as they seen those bubbles, they just probably decided not to try and escape or do whatever it was they were going to do. This is how you do get some breakouts though. You'll just get a random group or even one or two just trying to make a run for it through the gap. It's a risky move though, because unless you're in a capital, like you'll see it sometimes in capitals when you do a capital breakout from like a camp or something. These don't look like they're doing anything. Well, they're certainly not going to escape now anyway. They're fully bubbled. There will be bubbles in between the gates anyway, from this station out to any of the actual main gates. There will all be like catch bubbles. So if they do try to do that, then they will get caught in those. So they would have to have